Togazani, I am Pabadimu, the advocate of Ilozi, and I welcome you to my channel. Thank you so much for choosing to view my video. Welcome to Diary Sessions. I thought we should just take a small break since class was so hot. And another thing that brought me here is that we are experiencing such another huge shift of energies, and I thought let us just, ride it out and see how we feel. It's always very important to understand that spiritual awakening is a continuous process and it will always happen to you when you least expect it. We are going through another moon, and in this case, I think you're forced to realize, or rather, face your life, face your truths, face your lies, face your imperfections. And what this phase does, or this energy of illumination does, it begins to make you see the cracks, start seeing the gaps, start seeing things that are not essentially for you and not meant for you, because that's the whole point of it. We always want to appear as though amadlozi are always about the wrong, amadlozi are not doing anything for us. But sometimes I feel it is us sometimes holding ourselves back. It is us not realizing our full potential. And it just fills me with mixed emotions, because when you can sit down and realize that a lot of things that are in my life are not serving my purpose, but we never let go of them because you're serving procrastinations. You know that you're not happy with what you're currently doing with your life, but you're never gonna stop doing it because you are procrastinating. Why not take the leap of faith and sometimes rely on your people and rely on their judgment, rely on anything that they have to say with your life? We need to be honest with ourselves. That is the only way we can survive this thing called spiritual life. Because let me tell you, we've been so broken as a people, not understanding what is it that is wrong with us. Kanti we've been yearning for this truth, for this contentment, for this thing. Some of you are trying to fill voids, that are not going to be filled by material things. Some of you are trying to portray yourself in a different light, where else it is a lie. I'm not saying be naked to the public at large, but you have to be true to yourself so that you make things easier for yourself, especially when you want to delve into izinto zedlozi. Idlozi does not look at your face, does not look at what you're wearing, does not look at amapai wako, does not look at anything of that sort, but ibheka inhliziyo yakho. Sometimes abanye benu cannot connect namadlozi wenu because of things you are harboring in your systems, in your heart. Nibamba macubu, you don't want to let go. You don't want to do these things. You want idlozi to allow new things in your life, but you're not holding, or rather letting go of the old things that are no longer serving your purpose. I have encountered so many people in this journey of mine of healing, and I've not even reached the half of it, and I learn from each and everyone I meet, because I believe there is a lesson to learn from each other. We are Carl, I'm not getting the proper, I'm not getting the proper things, I'm not getting the proper job, I'm not getting this. But meantime, your phone is filled with contacts that you don't need. Your phone is filled with contacts that you don't need. You're keeping people in your life, in your system, because you can, or you feel you want to show them that you're living a better life. Delete those things too, so that you can make way for the new contacts Idlozi is sending your way. Because once you understand that you're a spiritual person, and everything and everyone that comes across your life, they come for a reason. You're keeping clothes in your cupboard or in your closet that are not serving you. You've not worn this for a good 2 years, but you're like, I'm keeping it, it's mine. Let go. You're keeping people in your life because you're afraid what is going to happen should they leave you. It's not about should they leave you, but should they lose you. That is what you should be worried about, not you leaving them. You should be worried what's going to happen to them should they lose you. Some of you are held captive by izenzo, especially, in our age group. It's so frustrating because I still encounter this till today. The relationships part, when you guys come and see me, you never leave that out. And what I want to say about that, it's sometimes you will feel ukuthi nothing is not making sense, especially in that department. Ganti, it's all the time that people that you are allowing into your space abazihloniphi bona. And if those people don't respect themselves, it was like will eventually kick people out. It will always give everyone a chance. Sometimes it will give you the benefit of the doubt. But should those people not live up to the standards of what it is? You might, and sometimes, nani, when it comes to guys, I've seen people walk from something to nothing. And you hear, good, so this person had it all at some point in their life. Now they have nothing. It's because of when they had something, you've been encountering all these different women that come into your space that don't respect themselves. I'm not saying this in a disrespectful manner, but I'm speaking in the energy terms. They don't even respect le mali osugunayo. And now usuku kuloku khipha le mali elethwe idlozi lakho uyisa ebantwini umsamabo obolile. What I mean, I'm speaking about their talkers or their energies. Today, you're feeling as though your finances are not making sense. And there's something wrong in this chain of that. What went wrong? Are you taking your money where there's life? That is why you're being told, don't give umuntu imali yakho ngesandla. But sometimes that also lives to a certain extent, because nakwana, whether you transact the money, it is your sweat and blood, but in nhlanhla esuke iwidlozi lakho. Uzogeza ugeze ngawo wonke amanzi apinki, darling. Nothing will manifest inhlanhla ibusiso zedlozi. If idlozi lakho does not bless certain things empilweni yakho or does not approve of certain things, they will never manifest. Uzomgezela usifisa umgezelo uzoghabule namanzi okugeza, but if there's no blessing from idlozi lakho, it's as good as you wasting your time. You cannot, it's like you trying to manifest something that is not good for you. Where I'm going with this is that we need to be spiritually matured enough to see the signs, see the messages. We always want to say, I'm poop, I'm not remembering my dreams. And then when you see certain signs happening in your life, you don't see that. But you're saying, every day, I'm tired. Are you seeing the signs? You keep on allowing people that have countlessly hurt you in your life to constantly be on your WhatsApp contact. For what? You allow friends that have constantly shown you that they don't value you and they don't respect you into your life because of what? You must let go and protect your peace and set the boundaries. That is how you keep it moving. Uyaphahla, but as soon as you go online, and we are head. It means there's spiritual ties. Because with every person you encounter, there's spiritual ties. It is worse when there's sexual contact. Because you might go get cleansed, but you're still not living that system. Spiritual ties. I think you need to be matured as a person. And I'm not saying this or whatever the case might be, but by the growth. Learn to identify what does not serve you and serves your purpose. Come on. I hope I'm making sense to someone. You will only move forward if you learn to let go of izinto ezingekho right. Uke umbona umntwana odlala ngetoys evithikile. Umntwana uzodlala ngayo iqhaqhe bese ayekele lapho seyambora ufuna enye. Why not be like that child and understand ukuthi this is no longer serving my purpose and we keep it moving? You are in this pattern of constant frustration or whatever it is because you are afraid of the unknown. Sometimes I say take the leap of faith and take the dive and do it. It is pointless ukuthi nibe nemisam lene niba nayo trying to connect namadlozi wenu if nani anihloniphi. Do you understand connecting nedlozi lakho? It is a very sacred thing. Connecting nabantu bakini is a very sacred thing. Remembering dreams is important, but sometimes you forget dreams because sometimes your consciousness, or rather your spiritual consciousness, is buffering. And don't put yourself in prison. It happens. But it is how you work around all of these things. You still, have sinister things you're doing. Be transparent. namadlozi wakho, so that even your journey, or rather whatever it is you're doing, is over transparent. Alikho idlozi elifuna umntwana lo ahlupheke. However, you are making your hustle, but be honest with yourself and be honest namadlozi wakho. So I just wish and hope that after this phase, we make serious affirmations that we want with our lives. And this energy is gonna last for a few couple of days, and it's gonna force you to feel as though you mix devotions and you don't know what to do with yourself. You're feeling down and not feeling okay, and you're just not okay. Those things that are agitating your spirit, you should know that they're not good for you. If you're around certain people, and whenever you're around certain people, they bring out the worst in you, or their energies azikphathi, or you are in a certain relationship and you are not happy, or when you are there, it brings out the worst in you. You end up having back and forth with people. It's not healthy for you. It is not for you. Why are you fighting battles that are not for you when you have idlozi lakho that is saying, I want to fight for you and I'm here for you? Don't make indlela your spirituality harder. So it's about realizing there's no such thing as perfection, la emhlabeni, but we go through mistakes because we should learn from them. Growth is important, and understanding where you're going is important. You can see that with my life, it is not taking me anywhere, but you continue with the pattern, but you want to cry freedom. Who are you fooling? Honesty is important. You're not using the right surname, or that should be the lost of your problems. Me, I'm saying, look at the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror. Is your truth something that will bring pride to amadlozi wakho, or it will make them ashamed? Healing is important. Noma ungahamba amanzi kangaka, uhambe intaba, ukhuleke uzugibele Kilimanjaro, if you are not healed internally, you will never find peace in your life. And peace is also something you work towards. That is why it's important to heal and to let go. Know that when you are embarking on whatever it is, then it needs you alone. You always want friends. What if that person does not work for you? Listen to your energy. Stop being pressured into doing things you don't want to do. If you've been living the same cycle for now 5 years, you must do something about it. There's something absolutely wrong there. You should see good it's not connecting. And I don't want you good see ulogu kombana namadlozi. I don't like how people will always come back and point amadlozi. Sometimes if you're not ready for such things, leave them and do you. And then once you've done you, then come back and fix yourself. They'll always be willing to forgive you and let you start over. So we should understand that awakenings are real, and some people never make it out of them because they are painful, and they force you to see the reality of things, the reality of life, because I'm not saying accept the situation you're in, but being content with who you are. My name is Mpho, and this is what's going on around my life. I have 1, 2, 3. I don't have 1, 2, 3. I want to work towards 1, 2, 3. And this is what I want to see in 1, 2, 3. And this is who I have in my life. What does who contribute to my life? Nothing. Because all we do is gossip. Uban, we always talk about men. So what is the point? Uban, you start to see that certain things hold you back. When you see yourself less productive as a person and losing yourself into something or someone, you must know that that is not for you. You need to be free and content and comfortable when you're in a space that allows you to flourish and to grow. So I don't want you to make me feel bad, because I did a video not so long ago on my Instagram where I was talking about karma. There are people that are going through amakama abazifakele wona bona because you counterparts nabantu abangalungile. And I'm not saying abangalungile in a bad sense, but I'm saying is that you can't come into someone's space that has been protecting their energy spiritually and you come with deliberately and want to mess that up. You might fool that person, but eventually Idlozi will finds out, it knows, you know? So what happens is that the karma comes back because you pay for that. That's how it happens. That's how it is in your life. Because that what I was saying is that ungadlali ngomntana omunye umama, or ungadlali ngobani, or ungamdlali ngomntana edlozi. Because that is the reality of the matter. And I was hearing someone saying that, but what if umntana edlozi? I would say ukuthi umntana edlozi obhizo into snacks. That is not because you walk nedlozi lakho, you protect who you are, you respect your energy, you protect your peace, you know. So it's not that you will be all over the show right now. How do you like? It's like ulapha kanjani abantu ungcolile because umsebenzi lo wokulapha udinga ukuthi uhlezi clean. So now ngoliswa abantu that are from the outside. So that's where I'm going with this, to make people understand that it's a lot. Like, there's so much going on spiritually, We have people's spirits that have not crossed over to the other side, that are still with us on a daily basis. And it's draining my energy so much that I'm trying so much to walk across that because and right now the times we're living in are so restrictive that the certain measures that aren't going to be implemented, especially the people that passed on through the stage of COVID. There's heaviness all around us because of their energies. Not all of them have crossed over. Some of them have not been identified spiritually. It is a lot. It is a lot. So I hope that from this full moon, you're going to do some spring cleaning. Dala uyibekile lento leyo lapha endlini and you're not using it. Ilahle. Ilahle. Wash your bedding. Clean the house. Wash your wigs. Do something for yourself that you want to do. And spiritual awakening hits us differently. Some people, it hits them so bad that you don't want to wake up and go out of bed, especially when there's a full moon like this. You don't want to do anything. You just, today I had a meeting and I encountered some lady and she was serving me and she was nice and we started talking and she's like because I was having decaffeinated cappuccino, so she was like, Gogo, we are out of that, so can I get you something instead, because already you had 2 cups, so can you get you something instead? So like, no, anything is fine, and then we started talking. She says, no, can I buy the next round because I want to speak to you and all of this. Gogo, I'm going through the most, and she's telling me that how much her videos have changed my life and all of that, and it hit me that I'm sitting at home and I'm going on with my life. Yes, you might be dreaming of me, but honestly, that is not me. That is the spirit I carry inside me. You're watching these videos and they're touching you. That is the spirit of me that is working, because when I'm sitting and watching these videos, I don't know who this person is. That's the reality of the matter, because it shows that I am in my spirit form and I'm doing my spiritual work. So my point is, you never know your how or whoever your paths are gonna cross, whatever the case might be. But whatever it is, protect your energies. And we had a lengthy conversation with this lady, because every person I meet, I think, it's always a lesson. And she was telling me that I saved so much money than going to waste so much money because of watching you. I have grown spiritually from just watching you. And it just made me so emotional that I was like, so this is what this is about. I might not have, what everything that I want in life, but when I hear such things from complete strangers, it fills my heart. It fills my heart. It fills my heart. So I want you to come out of this phase, because I'm also going to be going through my own, and we'll see each other on the other side. And I hope you'll come back refreshed, take notes, and binge on my videos, because when I come back, class is in process, and we need to learn and we need to work and everything else before I also go into my hibernation. And that will happen very soon, because I need that for myself, And man, there's a lot to talk about, and it's just that we have so much time, so limited time. So my message to you is that protect your energy, know what is for you and know what isn't for you. It's like you trying to wear a small short dress, very short dress, in public. You can see that it's uncomfortable, but you wore it. You don't want to let go. Like, leave it. Stop wearing it. You've gained weight. So I think it is like that. So let us just be spiritually matured. So I wish you a beautiful full moon experience and all the best moving forward. And may these energies allow you to evolve, to realize your full potentials and who you are, and also give you a chance to grow. And from this, take lessons, and you all know an explanation. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with using the delete button. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with using the block button. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with switching off your phone, and you owe nobody an explanation. You don't. So let us keep moving, because this is life at the end of the day. But thank you so much for coming through once again. So I'll definitely be back. I think, I just need to also readjust, because it's heavy times. There's nothing like a full moon, but we keep it moving. But anyway, thank you so much. I am Powadimu, the advocate of Idlozi, and I'll definitely see you soon. Thokozani.